winner bracket semifinals, and they're quite high leveled. So we just happen to have had very long games, and I'm proud of myself for using the correct grammatical sense.
Yeah, man. So far, these games have been really cool. Are you ready to jump into the third one with me?
Yep, I'm already. Unfortunately, I'm using my laptop, so it's gonna take me an eternity. But you can go ahead, and I'll speed up my.
All right.
Hopefully, we'll do the catching up.
Worst case, I can also stream it on Discord or something. But yeah, let's go. Decide this. Winner goes up against Rivendell in the final. And the winner bracket final. Sorry, there's of course also a lower bracket. Sheik versus Drota, the decider. So Drota is always playing the demons, or is he switching factions up as well?
Whenever we play a best of 3, we have a rule that two same matchups in a row are prohibited, so whoever loses decides who switches. Both players, only the loser or only the winner. So after game 1, Sheik Drotavirin to stay on Demons of Chaos, thinking he could counter him with a tier 2 Olin, basically, from Tomb Kings, because Demons of Chaos have like weird power spikes. They're very strong in the early game and in late game, kind of, but they're really weak in mid game. And so Sheik thought he could, at least this is my understanding of his gameplay, although my tactics is crap. Okay, so I think Sheik wanted to just all-in him on tier 2 because he thought that his power spike would match power trough of Dota. So he told Dota, you stay as Demons of Chaos and I will counterpick you. And so he has counterpicked him as Tomb Kings on mid game. This time, apparently, Drotavirin does the same thing. He thinks he can, with the infamous race of so-called swines, Beasts of Chaos, who are colloquially called swines, or pigs, or cows, however you want to call them. He thinks he can, counterpick him with the swines, and we'll see where that lands him.
All right, I think we're both speeding up, right, until we're live, so that we're in sync in Flow TV.
Fun fact, I'm still loading.
Okay, I see. Wait.
Fun fact, it's taking like 3 minutes to load because my laptop can handle it much quicker, but not one.
I see. So,
just watching your stream, like to speed up. Yeah.
Wait.
I'm your stream.
I can share in Discord. Otherwise, the delay is a bit longer for
it's
you.
all good. It's all good. I'm gonna. Okay, no, my game crashed. Never.
There you go, dude.
I can look at.
Use my stream in Discord. It's easier.
That the swines have went for the Nurgle spec, and I think just based off of the item, which looks like a carapace, and probably gonna be again from. I will be able to, or not, if you click the item, Obsidian Statue Hero. Yeah, it's the sun. It's a yellowish looking item. And again, it's gonna be probably like the timing is strongest for Tomb Kings on tier 2. This is why he's rushing it. They have a very strong slow, which is like twice as strong if cast during daytime. And I think Beasts of Chaos have a slightly later power spike, although they're a very strong race overall. If you get into our community, you will quickly notice that we call, colloquially between ourselves, this whole Warhammer mod, we call it the farm. And the reason we call it the farm is because of all of the big farms, big pens that Beasts of Chaos players have at their base, which they use to summon wolves and to train wolves. So because this race has been always so universally popular, yeah, it looked like a like swine farm from hell. We just shortened it to farm.
All right.
So I guess I can tell you a little bit about what's going on. Yeah, on the screen.
Please.
So wolves are tier 1 units. We sometimes call them green dogs between ourselves because they're slightly green in hue. This is the color of like the god of pestilence, Nurgle. And they're very annoying in the early game. They have a bit of poison, although you have to upgrade them once in order for them to get it. And Sheikh is just trying to win time. He's like making life as difficult as he can for Jodavirin by harassing with the Obsidian hero, Obsidian statue-like hero. He has like more or less mundane arcane lightning. It's a bit more spammable and has longer range. Jodavirin wants to have an expansion because without it, the swines aren't tremendously strong beasts of chaos. It takes a long time to build because, unlike other races, the thing with Beasts of Chaos is that they don't have barracks. Like all of their units are built from one building, which can be upgraded 6 times. The Hearthstone takes 180 seconds to erect, and yeah, this is Hearthstone 2, which basically corresponds to Tier 1 plus a lumber mill. So once he upgrades to Tier 3, it's gonna be basically Tier 2, so he can build a second hero, like have some casters and stuff.
Does that mean that he can't produce while he's teching?
Yep, exactly. But his techs aren't that long.
Okay.
So it's only 45 seconds, I believe. So in general, he can have Tier 2 much faster than other races. Because normally teching is 140 seconds. Here it's 2 times 45, which is 90 seconds. So they often have very early second heroes. And Tomb Guard is basically a grunt, but with chaos damage. The Sheikh lost it, but that's no big deal. It's really painful to lose the Hierophants because they have auras, they provide food, and they are quite costly to revive, and they're somewhat squishy. So these are units you really don't want to lose. And grunts, these Tomb Guards, they're quite expendable, so it's no big deal that he lost one.
Yeah, the Hierophants, like, that's a really cool concept. But when I saw it, I really liked it. But the abilities must be rather weak, right? Because you get them as a tier 1 unit for free, basically, like the auras they have.
It's a bit more complicated than that. So it's kind of a high, yeah, it's kind of a high risk, high reward situation. So the reason they are here, they are conceptually, is that it's the undead race, and in order for undead to like be bound to their life, they need like priests to keep them alive. So these priests, this priest caste, according to Tomb King lore, is called Hierophants. And so I was trying to make them, again, increase the food limit and to buff the army in some way. So they each have an aura, and it goes in a specific sequence. So the first aura is like plus a bit of HP regen, the second one is like True Shot aura level 1, then it's like Devotion aura level 2, or probably level 1. Anyway, what I'm saying is that you want to have them around, fighting alongside your army, because they provide all of the auras. But on the downside, you don't want to lose them because they're really costly to revive, and whenever they die, you may have noticed that they explode and damage all of your nearby units by, I think, kind of like 70 damage or something. So if you lose 2 or 3, they start falling like dominoes, and all of your army crumbles alongside them, which is a very Warcraft, which is a very Warhammer thing, by the way, for something to happen to your undead army. So you want to have them with you, but you really don't want to lose them. So again, it's a high risk, high reward situation. Whenever I play Tomb Kings, and most people don't do it, but sometimes they do, I just keep all of my Hierophants safe back at my base because I can never micro them properly. I would rather fight without them and not lose them than have them with me in my fight, thinking, oh, I'm so strong, and then I lose 5 Hierophants, and it takes me 3 seconds to notice that I lost 1. So and I have already lost the game. So
and you take 300 damage and everything's dead. Yep, that sounds familiar to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Seems like the army of Sheik is once again the same. We have the Lich second again.
Yeah, it's the standard hero combo. Lich has a very strong, basically, mechanism thing heal from Dota. So some of mechanics are inspired by Dota because I'm quite a big fan. But on the other hand, Ice Rock was working with original Warcraft 3 material, so there's a very convenient ability from one of the campaign items that restores health, mana, and armor, so you can tinker around with numbers. It gives you quite a lot of, wiggle room to create interesting abilities. So he has a strong AoE heal, and he has basically Carrion Swarm. So he's very utilizable, very versatile. And right now, It kind of has a power spike. I don't see him have any catapults, which is really bad. If he had a couple, I think Green would have a really hard time. And I think I don't want to criticize Fake's strategical choices because he plays all of this 10 times better than I do. But I think it's not like it wasn't wise for him to go for grunts. I think he has way too many grunts that he doesn't need, and he really needs the catapults because catapults are so damn strong. On the other hand, grunts have like these two guards. They have chaos damage, so it's very strong versus the buildings as well. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think chaos spawns will just shred everything, but just swines always win.
Swines always win. Dude, we get a thick abomination here, spawn of chaos, huge fight. We see the disable once again that we've seen before, Fork Lightning, Carrion Swarm. It's relatively even so far, I'd say.
Yeah, but it's the daylight is waning, so it's kind of like night elves fighting during nighttime, but stronger, more important than that. So once it's gonna hit nightfall, Fake's gonna have a hard time because all of his abilities will be like twice as weak. So he had a hard time fighting well during daytime. At nighttime, he has an expansion, so he's not all-inning this. I guess he's gonna do the same thing he's done last time, because on tier 3 you can have the analog of a moonstone, which gives you midday instead of midnight, and it's quite strong because you can just press it and go fight. Because also some of the abilities. Oh, Chupacabra! Wow, it's an Easter egg item. This turtle thing that he has. It's like a nickel nerd. Yeah. So yeah, if he's gonna be fighting on the solstice, because this is what it's called, like under artificial daylight, he's probably gonna be fine. But I have no idea how far away his tier 3 is. And fun fact, Beasts of Chaos cannot repair, so that's why he's not repairing. The only race that has no repair. His buildings just regen. Yeah, this is their racial feature.
Yeah, so if he's doing a few hidden runs, there's not much that Jota can do about it.
Yeah, but Jota's army is way stronger because everything, aside from heroes, is heavy armor, and those spawns of chaos that look like purple A-bombs have magical damage, so they will shred everything if they connect, but they don't because Shake is kiting to the best of his ability.
And that's a...
I have no idea why he needs the Chupacabra though.
Maybe for the memes, I don't know. Maybe not in the winner bracket.
Like the stakes are way too high.
Yeah.
Stakes are way too high, like Shrek.
It has Devour.
Yes, screw me. I forgot. I have forgotten. Chupacabra has rivalry versus Beast of Chaos. It can devour any unit of Beast of Chaos. Yeah, this is the design
that you forgot.
That
I see.
Yeah. It was a design request from Rivendell. Yeah. I have completely forgotten about it. It's kind of like Holy Bolt, which can nuke only undead, right? So it's like a rivalry, what I would call. We have like maybe a dozen or so rivalry mechanics in this mod. Warcraft 3, I guess, has one, Holy Bolt versus Undead. Yeah. So here, basically, it's the analog of having the Holy Bolt versus Undead, like Chupacabra can devour Beasts of Chaos units.
See, oh man. And you say it's easy to learn, mamma mia. But...
Yeah, no, I know everything. I know everything, and I'm like 1300 MMR in normal Warcraft. Although it's less than that because it has gotten deflated over the years.
Of course.
Like if you're a good Warcraft 3 player, you can beat me after half an hour of practice, or maybe like 1 hour at most. Like despite me giving my best effort, because I'm just like 500 MMR worse than you at Warcraft. Like despite me knowing everything 100%. I won't be able to beat anyone. So as far as this is concerned, I think it doesn't have huge entry barrier. So look at what Green is doing. He has built 2 units the entire game: the Green Dogs and the Spawns of Chaos, and they mostly kind of kill everything. So this is it. Soul Ape-Man has gotten into the mod a little bit. He was playing the same strat. So it takes like 3 games to figure out and gave it to master.
And we know that Soul is
evenly matched.
And we know that Soul is always playing the Imba stuff, so that tells a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, and the cow hero, the who, the way you call him on your German streams, he has Holy Bolt, so he can heal everything up.
All right, we go into
Shake is tier 3. He should really press the solstice. Yeah.
A little bit of a base race. Just forcing TPs, and I don't know if that's a fight he wants to take.
If Josephine loses this game, he'll be so pissed off at the Chupacabras. They're kind of not supposed to be there because it's a recent Easter egg. So the way we do it is whoever wins this very tournament, the season finals, gets to design his own Easter egg. And so, because Rivendell, who has won last season, he hates Beasts of Chaos so much, his design request included that they had to have a rivalry versus Beasts of Chaos. So this is what, yeah, it's a little bit anti-fun because this race is just like nerfed. Imagine if you could buy mercs from the shop, like the Troll Priests, but Troll Priests would have Devour versus Night Elves and no one.
Yep.
I believe this is it is the wet dream of every player who's not a Night Elf himself, and this is the equivalent here.
Well, if we do the same in Melee Warcraft, then Happy dictates everything. That will be interesting for sure. We have a shop that was summoned here in the middle of the fight.
Yeah, that's exactly the Easter egg shop. So all of those 6 items that you see, Season 0, Season 1, Season 2, Season 3. It's either an item or a merc.
I see.
Andre, who is a part-time shredder here, it's a design request from Joseph Vereen for winning Season 3, for example. And we have a couple of other less used Easter eggs. We have one from Shake, but it's not too much used. Although there are a couple of players who use Fake's Easter egg a lot. It looks like a frog.
Of course it does. Of course it does.
And it costs 242 gold.
Makes sense. Since he's always naming his game names like that. Yeah, that's clearly his.
And also his Twitch account is also Shake.
True. So I see the Aboms moving home. They're all very hurt. Is there some sort of healing mechanic for them?
It's gonna be a region scroll.
Okay.
A hero, yeah.
I thought they have something like Cannibalize or something, but... Alright, then it takes some time. Sheik at 60, Drota 70. Yeah, Sheik has to act, right? Like, he's a base down, he's 10 food down, the TC or the cow is 5 already. It's not looking too great for Sheik anymore.
I always suck at game analytics when it comes to
okay.
trying to figure out who's ahead and who's not. I think Shake doesn't know about the bottom left expansion.
Yeah.
I can say. He's not streaming, so I can't stream Snipe and Tell. Oh, it's actually the second Easter egg, Kislev the Apothecary. This one is Season 1 in honor of Inspired. We won it back in June 2024, a year ago. It's a very unpopular pick, but it's cool to see him. He can AoE heal. He's basically like an alchemist.
Looks like it, yep.
Interesting that Shake relies on mercs, like this is very unorthodox. I wish he'd build the freaking Screaming Skull catapults. They're so strong. They're like the strongest tier 2 artillery in game by far. Like one of the strongest units of Tomb Kings, but for whichever reason he doesn't. Maybe because they would just be shredded by A-bombs. So, I don't know what to do, honestly. I suck at this game. Like, I don't know tactics at all.
Well, if you don't know, I don't know.
What stuff does things, yeah. I can tell like what can happen theoretically. Like this new hero level 1, he has a TC stomp, so he's gonna stomp in a second. That much I can say.
Yeah, makes sense. Like Sheik is trying to kite the entire time. I don't know if his units are in general faster, but he's kiting and throwing his spells. So stomp makes sense.
Yeah. Also, Shake doesn't turn on the solstice, so he could prolong the day, and he could have he could have midday, which is also slightly stronger than regular daytime. I think Shake over-relied on Chupacabras. He maybe overestimated how potent they would be. These turtle things created by Rivendell.
If the play was to like devour all of the spawns, then that backfired a little bit, and then he kind of forgot about the Chupacabras as well. 3 of them down, weren't part of the fight. Sheik making a couple of mistakes, maybe.
Yeah, I think Shake will fall into the loser bracket with this one. The swines are unstoppable. So you know the saying, of course you do, you're from Germany. Was it from Franz Beckenbauer that football is the game where 22 players play, but Germany always wins?
It was a report. No, it was Kevin. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so we have the same in Warhammer when we joke that like Warhammer is a game with 16 races, but the swines always win.
Maybe you should nerf them.
Because they were so It's also funny because with every nerf they get stronger, as we say in our community, precisely because of what you see on screen. There used to be a very meta strat in the first 3 seasons that I kept incrementally nerfing. Everyone played a different spec, and they were quite successful with it, but right when it got nerfed enough, one of the members of the community, Rockyrim, found out that you can just do nothing but mass those purple A-bombs and they would shred everything. This strat went unnoticed for like half a year, despite us having like many pro players, many tournaments, many prize money handed out and stuff. And so everyone just switched into purple A-bombs. And so literally, despite, or rather because of all of the nerfs, players had to adjust and switched into a more potent strategy. And so the swines, despite all of the nerfs, they have gotten stronger. This is kind of what I feel keeps happening to them.
Maybe you have to buff them then.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. So the last nerf was this again turtle-looking Easter egg that you see on the screen.
Yeah. Specifically countering that unit. Still not enough. Oh man. Okay, we get lots of AoE here. Sheik, I guess if he loses that base, then it's the end of him. We're getting close to the main bases mining out as well. It is once again total chaos with Sheik trying to kite, but then he abandons his base. The wolves take care of the workers already. The poor chupacabros are being eaten alive again. Not a great game for them, I gotta admit. And Drota is comfortably on 3 bases.
Yep. With that, I believe Sheik will fall into the loser bracket final. The Ku is level 6, so he can do the Farseer's ultimate of Earthshake with slight variation, but we'll call it Earthshake for simplicity's sake. Earthquake rather. And yeah, with that, Sheik has no real hopes of holding his base. Doombull is level 3, so it's either level 2 Stomp or level 2 melee damage Aura. Both are very strong. Aura of Vigor is Undead Unholy Aura, and where the hell? Oh yeah, it doesn't affect him himself, so did he not skill it? That's very weird. It's called Aura of Slaughter or something? I don't remember all those names.
Nope.
So weird. Did he level up the useless skill that looks like a speed scroll? Okay, maybe he has, but he hasn't used it once. It's very, very weird. Maybe Jotaverin is mocking. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't know what the spells do. I wouldn't put it past him either, because he can't read English and sometimes he wins despite not knowing how the races work. So for example, in game 1 he spent 500 gold and 250 lumber doing research that does absolutely nothing.
Sometimes you just gotta experiment a little bit, you know? You never know.
Yeah. Okay, here goes the solstice, because it's suddenly daytime. I absolutely love the orange overlay from Blizzard. They have specifically apparently textured it, but it's nowhere to be seen if you look at the clock. Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, I've never seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. When I was coding this spell, I felt shocked and really happy that they actually have it. It's like the opposite of Moonstone.
Yeah.
Which turns purple. It turns it to midday and sets it to orange. It looks very nice and bright.
Man, you learned something about Warcraft after 22 years. Crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe they thought of this mechanic as well, but then thought the poor night elves will complain and didn't put it in. Drota now.
Yeah, sounds credible.
Yeah, Drota now 4 bases, just a matter of time. It seems, until Sheik is out here. So we have one more match today, right?
However many we want to cast, so presumably it's going to be one more because this one has taken a long time.
Yes.
This series. So I personally don't really have a preference. So it's either going to be Sheik versus Lisa, or it's going to be Rivendell versus Jotaverin. I think maybe Lisa game may be a bit more interesting because Lisa always plays like very unorthodox strats. He's our Leluami. He has like 120 APM. He always plays something wacky.
I like that.
And because of that, he's really strong. But if the players have any strong opinions, we can switch to the other game. And Frostbitten is waiting in the Conceders final, so it's like top 4. So, but I don't think we have to cast 3 games. It's probably the best we sort of.
Yeah, if I could do one more, if I can do one more, GG. I can do the FFA in 1 hour. That would be great. That took almost 2 hours. I mean, we had a little break in between. Sure. You do the organization.
Ask the players. I'm gonna ask the players if they're fine with Lisa Shake game right now.